Hope everybody is good this Saturday morning. Hope you guys can hear me well. For those that's in the chat right now, do you guys hear an echo? Possibly. Trying out the headphones with this, trying to eliminate some of the background noise. Y'all know I'm in my spot, so what's up, Skylar? How you doing, brother? I'm be talking about you this morning too. So, hey, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up when you come in. Let YouTube know that I'm doing a halfway decent job. Yeah. Hey, so how many people seen the video I dropped this morning? Yeah, you get to see me twice today. Y'all know how I do. I got this problem. I can't stay away from YouTube. Yeah, so watches and wonders. And there is Watches with Dennis is actually doing a video or live in 1 hour. I'm gonna tune into that to see what he has to say about watches and wonders, which we'll talk a little bit about this morning. I went to Moria Jewelers yesterday. For those that don't know, that is in Indiana, and they have a couple of representatives that will be going to Geneva. I think Monday, flying in. I wish I can go, but there's more. So we got also on the 5th and 6th of April, we have Minutes and Hours. I'll be there, most definitely. Welcome in, everybody. Jay Jones, Timepiece Tony, appreciate you being here. But let's just jump right into it, man. Let's jump into it. So yesterday, I was talking to the fellas over there at Moyers, and I was asking them about their predictions as far as what watch is going to stand out. And we landed on Tag Heuer. Yeah. And Tag has a lot of nice stuff. One of the discussions was their price structure. It's like Tag's trying to figure out where they want to be as far as price is concerned. Then we went over to, what did I look at? I looked at their whole pre-owned section, which they got some dope stuff. Oh, and for those that like the James Bond 007 Seamaster, they have a pre-owned model there. It's like $7,900. So I'm going to tell you to reach out to them. So you have to go into my video I dropped this morning. Right, it has the thumbnail has a Norqain piece on there. Longines and LVMH will drop bangers in watching numbers. Yeah. I still say it's everybody's gonna say the same thing. All the hype is going to be around Rolex off top. What's up, man? Eric, welcome in. The conversation's gonna be around Rolex, man. They just dropped they dropped 2 videos or like little clips of a watch, and internet's going crazy. Oh, I heard that Nico Leonard was he did a collaboration with Maine, and I saw the watch this morning. I was like, bro, that looks very reminiscent of one of the watch brands that you absolutely hate. So I looked at the dimensions. It's like 34 millimeter, 10 and a half millimeters tall, like a 38-hour power reserve. But it looks like the watch that he just been dumping on since I've watched his show. And I'm like, bro, the contradiction. Come on, bro. That's crazy. But then I look at the comment section. Oh, they letting that man have it as they should. You see, it come full circle, Mr. Nico. But it makes for good watch talk. I don't know. I guarantee people are gonna go after that watch. But I mean, if I was gonna support a YouTuber, watch, because that watch is $1,000. Nope. The Erebus is one that I say, if you haven't seen the Erebus, you should check that out. And then, of course, you got Mark from Long Island, which I got a number of his watches. I actually have one with me today. This is actually a collaboration. I got this like, I want to say 3 years ago. That thing right there, Great Loom, the epitome of dive excellence. And I think this has a NH38 in it, but it's from Phoebus. Yep, 200 meters, water resistance, and I got 57 out of 100. But let's get back to the whole watches and wonders. Hold on, let's see. Don't let my content fool you. The watches I show off are on loaner. Hey, don't let him fool you. Skylar is the future of YouTube, man. You got all the watches he got, bro. They're begging him to do reviews, man. Skylar's the man, I'm just trying to, keep up with his fly, which is kind of hard to do, man. It's like me trying to outrun a cheetah. So he got it, bro. He running things. Skylar, remember, I only have 10 watches. Man, somebody put this man in timeout. Timeout. I want to jump hour, but that watch just isn't my taste. Yeah. I can't mess with that. What's up, Larry Moore? Welcome in. IDK, I'll subscribe. Thumbs up. I heard from a Zenith AD will represent themselves on the market. Really? Okay. I stopped by the Zenith booth. Now, so I can't speak for any other sales that's going on or what watch is going to be hyped, which I would love to know. You guys put in there, what do you think will be the runaway hit? Y'all know one of my loves is Panerai, right? I just watched the ID guy, and I actually left a link to his page in the description. I was watching. I've been watching him for a minute. Man, that's a great channel. He puts out some great information. So he did a video on Panerai yesterday, and as much as I enjoyed Panerai, he made some valid points, which this is really what I wanted to talk about was the luxury brands, the how can I say, like what we're looking for, like IWC last year made the Eternal calendar. Those complications are crazy, right? And it is great to learn about and know how much technology has advanced since the first wristwatch was created. And now you have companies like any micro brand, you name it, throw it out there. Any independent, Christopher Ward, Formex, Fortis. We love watches. We like them. Love learning about them. But is it worth it to try to grab some of these luxury pieces when they're rocking at a 2824 and they're charging you $6,900, $7,100? Yeah, I think that's crazy because you got watches like Glycine Major, which I have one that has 2824 in it, which I consider, and this is a brass dial over stainless steel, but this isn't talked about as often. Which that new subby they got, that thing's baller. Thank you for subscribing to Trap. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Only 2 Aragons should be in next week. Baltic might become a real deal like Oris, to be honest. You really think so? Baltic is, man, like they have a great. Oh wait, hold up. Did I miss a super chat? When did that happen? What did it just happen? Thelonious Monk, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. OS Pro Pilot, caliber 400 blue dial is a bank. I was looking at that last night too. Before I even started this, man, I was just going through all kind of stuff, man. So yeah, man, I'm curious. What do you guys think is going to be the runaway hit? So I'm looking at right here. It's called the manual, and they say their top predictions is the Tudor releases and watches and wonders. Now, if you don't know, according to the Morgan Stanley report, Tudor fell out of the top 20, right? And based on what YouTubers have been reporting, Tudor has lost a little bit of steam, and that it's not to equate that people have just said forget Tudor and they move to something else. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I think that just I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because we discussed this last week. You can't group enthusiasts and consumers in the same pot because consumers gonna win as far as the dollar spent. It's just a couple of us making noise, but the consumer, man, they make up the pie pretty much. Aquascaff. I don't know, man. You know what? I asked Skylar, we talked about this, and you mentioned that was it you that said no, that was you that you like you appreciate watches and wonders, but you're like, and that was Tyree that was like, I would love to go. I would love to just experience it, but I am on that I want to be able to experience everything, because I know based on the tickets, if you got like a 1 day, it was like $77. But like if you fly out to Geneva, you're not gonna do a day pass. Now you got a whole week of just watches with watches and wonders, and I couldn't imagine somebody just going over there for 1 day and then flying back. That's crazy, but it is expensive, and if you get out there and you want to see like Patek, right? And there's certain brands they say, nah, you can't do that. This is reserved. We'll hold it for you. We'll let you see it from afar, but you can't pick it up. That ain't gonna go well with collectors that's been to watch events like the Philly Trade Show, which I plan on going to that. Rolex will bring new models and make money. Tag Heuer, probably with the F1 collab, might bring back vintage revival 90s model. Like the Kid. It's plastic part copying the Moonwatch idea. Heck, I'm even closer to Switzerland, but I prefer to stay here in Milan. Oh, okay, so you won't, okay. So I imagine you're not going to the event, is what I'm hearing or reading. Let's make sure I don't miss any. So I'm more interested in, I want to see what Panerai brings out, because Panerai over 2024 up to this point, Panerai has been getting pelted by a number of YouTubers, just referring to their basic idea of what a watch is supposed to look like, and they haven't brought anything interesting that was worth the money. And granted, there were a few that mentioned Panerais in the toilet as far as how many models are being sold, but that's just from an enthusiast standpoint. You can't really, unless you got the numbers to put it up. I've yet to see somebody put actual numbers up on what Panerai is making right now. And obviously they're still doing good, because I mean they're fan favorite. And they're not as copied as Rolex, but you still got companies like Spinnaker and what was it? AliExpress. Oh man, Baltony has homage, which I almost got, almost bought it. Almost got that thing, y'all. Hold on, what the loan is? I heard from 1,500. Woo! So that I can't speak for nobody else, but my enthusiasm is what it is with watches. But when it comes to reality of picking up something that could possibly show some promise at Watches and Wonders, it's just not worth it. Like for example, Bell and Ross. I'm sure Bell and Ross does a good job with selling to the crowd, but that's a brand that I don't hear about as much. I think I hear about H. Moser more than Bell and Ross on YouTube, and I've heard about H. Moser just in passing, but really didn't dive into it until I got that Vincianico. Bro, some brands have you fly out. Yeah, I'm not going to watch and wonders just to look. I want to touch and feel and experience everything. Everything. And that's why in my thumbnail, that's why I put the Philly Trade Show minutes and hours and wind up, is because you're touching everything. You're putting your hands on everything. And granted, I'm not against the homage pieces. I mean, they serve a purpose, and this is a discussion that we were having and we're going to continue to have. And I would love to actually have more people involved in this combo, because I just want, just for perspective, I just want to see where people stand. Case in point, I'll showcase my Seiko, right? Really nice tool watch, utilitarian. It's comfortable. I like it, right? But after having a discussion with a couple of collectors, is Seiko really worth getting? You hear about the entry level, you hear about the heritage, the name, what Seiko stands for. However, you have a 4-hour movement and a great deal of their watches, and you'll see the $575 price tag, but Seiko is always on sale. You can search and find one in an expensive piece, but let's just say there are a lot of micro brands that are offering more. I was looking at Henry Archer, right? Henry Archer offers a really nice timepiece, aventurine dials, and things of that nature. And you're looking around $499 to $550, I think. And the prospects with Seiko around the same price. And the difference, you have, I don't know if it's regulated, but you do have a Swiss movement in there, I believe. Or is it a Miota? Hold on, let me see. Let me see about Henry Archer. I know it's a high beat movement in there. Islander watches. And anybody that just came in, welcome, man. Let's see. Let me get into the comment section. Understand. LVMH is investing in a lot of sports events. I think that's a smart move because placement, marketing, advertisement. I just went to a Bulls game, and you see these things around. Like when you're actually in the event, there's all type of advertisement around you. And yeah, man, I think that's smart. What's up, Paul? What's happening? Go ahead and get the homage for now, bro, because we're going to end up getting the original. Yeah, I feel that, bro. And I'm all for it because here's the deal. in the comments, you know, I'm going back and forth with a couple, and there's some people that absolutely despise clomage pieces, despise it, you know, and it comes down to the heritage of a watch. It does, you know. It's I was looking at Brew, for example. Brew Metrics actually has a homage piece on Amazon, and the most expensive one I saw was like $35. Looks just like the watch. I mean, dead on banger. Panerai sold 67K watches in 2023 and 55K. Thank you, Nasis. Now I can appreciate you putting that in there because that happens a lot when I'm looking at YouTube and kind of deciphering what's opinionated, what's factual, what's just made up, or you just hate it. You know, not picking on Nico at this point, but Nico said a lot about Hublot. He said a lot about a lot of brands. He's dogged a lot of brands out and just considered some of them to be garbage. But it's like there's people that love these watches and the consumer as a whole. All right, let's go to what was I looking for? Henry Archer. Yeah, here we go. Uh-oh. It's a Miyota movement. I'm sorry. I thought I misspoke. I said Swiss, but they do carry Miyota. But I did say it's a high D. And this one is actually, this is a GMT. So that's $599. So $600. Hey, I know I got Paul in the chat. Paul, what all events are you attending this year? Are you traveling or are you just sticking to Texas? Micro brands. Web. Yes. Right. We can't call them micro brands anymore. Hey, when y'all get a chance, man, go check out my man, Skylar Santana, if you haven't seen him yet. And then we got another brother, you know what I'm saying? The Timex champion is in the building, wrist on wound. Bro, that was a beautiful video. That had me, y'all got to check this video out. I've heard about watches being referred to as cars, right? Like, what would a Seiko be, right? And I've seen a couple of videos. Did they refer to Seiko as a Honda or something? It was something, but this man literally did a video. If your watch brand was a job or had a job, what would it be, right? You know, that you go from engineers to what did you, it was a fancy word that you use for a record keeper. And that just tells you, man is way up. I got to go to college just to figure out what he was talking about on that segment. But great video, great content. Good advice when going to watch shows. Start at one end and carry on station to station. Don't jump around. Heck no. If you've never been to a watch event, oh my gosh. Me, I may go, and I know I'm not the only one. I have a system. So I already map out the building, right? And I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna go bam, 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 come back around, right? I'm gonna film everything that I can. And then I'm gonna go to the spots that's least visited, or if I can get to Christopher Ward first, I'll do that. But for the most part, you have to have a plan because, and I was looking at Jenny L's video that the Watches and Wonders is like spread out. This building is huge. Like, I would love to see it. This is a beautiful looking building. Oh yeah. Events on that boat thing in Zenith, tennis, yeah. My wife brought up a good point this morning because a web brand is also website based, so it can be used in two ways. Yeah. For example, 120 euros Seiko 5s are an okay price. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't do my wrist check, and I do have a Seiko on this morning. Right there. Yeah, this is a skateboard guy. Bulgaria is a decent option with basic Miota movements. Got a split, gang. All right, bro. Catch you later. I started a watch with this brand. Chicago wind up, Austin intersect, and Medicine Hours, Austin. Okay, Paul, I'll see you in Chicago. Now, I'm not going to be able to stay. No. Chicago, I'll be good. I'll be there the whole day. Minutes and hours, I won't be able to stay long. I can put in 3 hours, then I got a jet because I have a appointment that night, and then we got a birthday party the next day. Grandbaby. T White, what's up, bro? The same people that hate on fake watches will go and throw fake wheels on their cars because they don't want to spend the 2 to 3K a wheel on authentic Forged BBSs. Yeah, boy. People are so fun. They are. Okay, so you said love and that's. Oh, thank you. But you know what? And giving a big thanks and shout out to Trifecta, because he gives me fair pricing for the watches. I'm not paying, and I don't recommend you pay retail for anything if you can help it, unless some companies is like, case in point, who was that? Christopher Ward. When they're at the events, which they don't sell there, you don't see no discounts, bro. They don't see discounts. You know, that could be I would say if you don't give discounts, don't give them, you know, and people will still buy. And that just keeps the integrity of your watches. That's like, dare I say, and I know I have some Invicta collectors in the building, but I'm going to tell you something that was brought to my attention. I had to go see for myself. Invicta has always had that the watch is retail at $15.99, but you can get it today at realistically $7.99. If it's like a Swiss movement, diamonds and stuff like that, $8.99. Well, if it's the diamonds, it's gonna retail about 25 to $3,000. Then you'll get it for like $999. But what they've done since they've been off the air and advertising and stuff like that, Invicta has raised the price of certain models, like the Magnum. Now, 2015, the Magnums were stupid high, right? And they gave us this idea that this watch is definitely worth trying to get. It's new, it's a different design, it's Swiss made and stuff like that. And yeah, but things change. 2020 comes around, and these watches can be the same watches, same design, same movement, can be had for as low as $129. That is a big decrease, right, in price. And then they just recently, and I'm saying this for the people that are still buying Invicta, do not, by no means necessary, do not spend that money. It's not worth it. It's the same. No, the quality dropped even more. And that's coming from current purchasers or buyers that they're still buying, and they like, hey, bro, I'm putting my new Invicta up against something I collected 12 years ago, and you can tell the difference. Don't pay $5.80, $5.99, $5 nothing for a Magnum. Nope. If you like the design, I would say $129 to $150, which should be it. If you can find an automatic, which you're going to get that on the pre-owned market, because I haven't seen an automatic Magnum in years. Invicta is not going to put that money into it. Let me get back into the chat. I am paying the El Primero A3, A4 with small money when I stop because I don't trust a lot of Chrono 24. Okay. Okay. Also don't have enough experience. 7,000 euros and it will be mine. And it's cool. Yeah, that's one thing I do like, man. If you like something, man, like for example, I was discussing the whole Panerai situation, right? And it is an expensive watch to buy. Is it worth it? I guarantee it's not worth it to a number of people, a lot of people. But for me, I have a couple of Panerai based watches. This is the closest thing I have to one. And yeah, I went to go the Warriors. I do it every time I come in there and I put it on the wrist, look at it, and just like, absolutely love it. So I am looking forward to seeing their display for Watches and Wonders. I mean, look, sitting there looking like it's the playoffs or something. Christopher did discounts pre. Oh, did they? There's a market to slide. I'm sure they will eventually be back. Gotta head out. All right, Paul. Be safe, bro. Call me crazy, but I'm thinking about buying a new watch. I think everybody in the chat is thinking about buying a new watch. Now, I had mentioned that watch earlier from Henry Archer, and I'll just show you what it looks like. Uh-oh. That's what it looked like. That dial is amazing. That dial is sweet. But let's see. I'll tell you what. Let me look and see. I just want to go to their page and see what they have. I want to see their launch page. Let's y'all see if it pulls up. Uh-oh. Lord have mercy. I hate you gotta accept all the. All right, get ready for Watches and Wonders 2025. It's not pulling up pictures from me. Well, I'm on the Panerai website. Yes. They always want you to. Oh, man. It went away. April 1st. There we go. Can y'all see that? Innovation from depths. Oh, it's just showing. It did the. You know what? Don't worry about it. It did the whole. They copied what Rolex did. They just showed the crown and piece of the watch. Not thinking about buying new watches. I'm always thinking about buying watches. Went to the Swatch store for the first time when I was visiting Dallas last week. Didn't buy anything, but was nice to finally handle. Yeah. I got my hands on. I tried out a couple of the newer dive watches with Omega, and I've been a fan of Omega, but for the price, I'm going to stick to my Panerai. If I gotta spend that kind of bread. Now I did handle which y'all know is one of my favorites, is that Speedmaster 57. They have one pre-owned for around, I think it's just under $8,000. Beautiful watch, and it's on the leather that I love. Oh man, I love that watch. It's really nice. But again, like if you buy a brand new, it's close. This is like 11,000, which is more than the regular Speedy or the legendary. What's up, House of X? Welcome in. The fake clone market with Panerai is worse than Rolex, in my opinion. You think? Man, I don't know. I don't know, bro. You might be right, because during that what was it, the AliExpress sale? So I know Tendorio has one. Milfordic has one. There's at least 5 companies that I saw that had a Panerai homage. Plus, there's a couple on Amazon, just like some no names I've never heard of before. Panerai, yeah, yeah. But I also do know that the Panerai, how long ago was that? Yeah, they had the fake ones and they were being posted and shown as if they were real, right? But once opened up, they seen that these are, yeah. Rip Salt Joe is in the building. What's going on, bro? Hio Silver is here. He is here. Okay, so Patel Philippe in the building, headed to Watches and Wonders on Tuesday. You think Rolex is going to drop that land dweller? I mean, if you're from Chirac, should you wait for the deep land dweller? I think that's what it's going to be. Honestly, yeah. And you know Rolex is going to steal a show, man. Rolex is going to steal a show. And I'm actually digging the predictions that's being said. Matter of fact, let me look something up real quick. Watches and Wonders predictions. Welcome in anybody just step through the door. I do appreciate that $5 super chat. Some of these predictions are crazy. It's fun to talk about though. All right, let's see. What did it say? T3 watch experts give their predictions for Watches and Wonders. Our top. Okay, I looked at that this morning. The watches Rolex, Patek, and Cartier could drop next, predicted by experts. This is 3 days ago. Let's see. Watches and Wonders. So there, the subject is. Okay, come on. Rolex, Cartier, Patek, and Tag Heuer, which when I was at the AD yesterday, Tag Heuer came up in a conversation. It's the movement. It's a lot easier to make a ETA. Oh, I lost your comment. Dr. Bob's Nightmares in the building. What's up? Hold up, let me get back to you. I lost your comment. Yeah, it is a lot easier to make that movement. Who's Noctua Watches, man? We were talking a while ago, and there is a Chinese version to the 2824 clone, and it has 2824 on it, but it's a clone movement, which I had one of my watches tested because I know, no shade on that, the company, the big yellow box, but they have been known or actually got in trouble for some shady dealings. So I had my watch tested. I was seeing if my 2824 was actually real. You know, I was like, hey, because if that's the case, I'm like, look, I gave you top dollar for a 2824. I don't need the fake stuff, especially at the price I paid. Norqain and Watches and Wonders probably will release new models that for the first week will be desirable. After the hype, the people will snob them. You know what? Thank you for bringing that up, because that was like, as I went through Moya Jewelers yesterday, and you do know that depending on how you build your watch, they have the Wild One of One, which you can go check out my video that I dropped this morning. You can build the Wild One, but it's in precious metal. And that watch is it's a 70-hour power reserve, chronometer certified. However, the watch was made to take punishment, right? It was made to be beat up. So I'm like, to have a Wild One of One made, I think it's dope. But I don't know why, just for me, not being critical of what they're doing, I love the innovation, but I'm like, why would you make it in the precious metal for a watch that was made to be taken on adventures, hiking, skydiving, all of that stuff? possibly used for military use. People that's going on deployments, you know what I'm saying? It's like the material is not reflective besides the crystal, and it could take a beating, it could take training, but you made it, I don't know. I think the concept is dope, but and then what do you guys think about that? For those, hold on, let's look it up. Because I don't know if you guys even have seen a Norqain and what it looks like. What time is it? I want to make sure I'm off before, because I'm going to watch dinner. So on my walk back to the crib, I definitely want to see what his conversation, what he's talking about. All right, Norqain. All right. Max from Watch Crunch and Andrew Morgan got hit with fake Pams. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. House in the house. Time to watch shows is going to on the same time as Watches and Wonders in Geneva. Pretty much right next door, smaller brands there. That's interesting. I wonder if anybody is that going to be showcased on YouTube, because I can just watch both. All right, so that is the Norqain Wild One. And yes, I accept. Good grief. And these watches are fetching prices up to 57, just under 6,000, right? That's USD. Now, if you've never put one on, I'm telling you, just from experience, Norqain is an amazing fit on. Y'all, I fell in love with it. I was like, yo, bro, let me get this. You a rep, you can get another one. But I would love to have a Norqain in my collection. But at $5,700 and knowing that I like Tudor as well, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I think even, what's that, Zero West? I don't know if you guys ever heard of that watch company. I love what they do, the engineering and the history that they bring, because new company, I have to research and see when I don't know if it was 2016. I can't remember when they created the company, but they're using old material from actual like military vehicles, old motorcycles and stuff like that. Significant times and events and stuff like that. They're using those down warplanes and stuff. So they're bringing legacy and history to the watch, engineering it into something. And those watches are amazing. Go check out Zero West and see what I'm talking about. Those are watches that I say that if I'm going to spend that kind of bread, that's what I'm getting. Norqain, I'm like, that's hard. Man, that's a hard sell for me. And gosh, I mean, in case of point, it's an independent. Norqain isn't a micro brand. It's independent. What is it? Seahome. And I'm pretty sure you guys haven't heard of Seahome. Some of you guys may have. But I saw Seahome out in Texas 3 years ago. It's been 3 years now. 2 years ago, Seahome watches. And their watches are robust, and they're made to withstand the actions of life. So that's Seahome right there. Pretty nice landing page. I like it. I think they got something new coming out too. But the shock force, or the amount of force that this watch can take, is comparable to a Norqain. And their chronograph is around $3,400. Their other watches are around $1,900, somewhere around there. Norqain is advertising the products like they make in-house movements. Sure, I like them, but I probably will choose a Tudor since both houses can easy movements. Yeah, yeah. That's. Wait a minute. Did Trap just ask her what time it? I did. Yeah, I would likely cover it on Archie Lucky's live stream. I'll be watching, bro, because I want to see doing live. Okay, Patel, I will. I got to see. I did ask you like I don't have a watch on my wrist. I'm being lazy. Zero West B1 blackout is. Oh yes, yeah, man, quit playing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That thing is crazy. Pieces of metal from planes bombings that cripple Hitler's steel mills. Bro. The Neverest lineup is the best one for me. 5,400 euros, Salida 500 is ridiculous. Bravo. Okay. Any good watch spots in Miami heading down there soon? I don't know. I do not know. And I don't know how far Exquisite is from Miami. I don't. But I would love to go to Florida. I would love to meet you down in Florida, man. Shoot. That's one of my favorite places to go for vacations, man. And like flexing my watch. I love just throwing on like my colorful pieces with my kicks, my Air Force Ones, my J's, depending on what watch. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Love or hate Seiko, this one right here is beautiful. And when the sun hit it, oh my gosh, man, the dial is just nuts. It's muted when you look at it at a certain angle, but as soon as that light hit, yeah. Seiko did their thing on this, and I understand that people that don't like Seiko 5s, the SKS thing was like banging, but Seiko, I still feel that, once you get a Seiko 5, it's a really nice like starter watch. It's a nice graduation piece. Somebody at high school, beginning college, or somebody just everyday use. But I don't know, man. I still say that at the pricing that Seiko does, the King Seiko, beautiful. Grand Seiko, quit playing. Like it's legendary. But like your Seiko Lux prospects, they got micro brands, man. Like I go back to this Spinnaker. This thing is housed in a NH35 4R, right? And 170 for this piece, stainless steel. I mean, it does go in the direction of Panerai, but it's not so much to where it's like a direct clomage. You can see elements. It's a nice watch, though. It's a nice everyday, and I mentioned that before. That is a one and done type of watch for me. Like depending on what you do for work, I think that's a nice everyday pick up and go piece. I love my 5KX GMT. Exquisite timepiece is about 2 hours from Miami. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Once you buy a Seiko, there is no turning back on that JDM brand. Been holding off on buying a watch as you recommended buying on the cruise. Man, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I did miss one. Thelonious. A lot of these brands are spending way too much on bad consulting agencies that are telling them they need to push up market. Yeah. Man, you know what? I refer back to just YouTube and what I see here. I think marketing with what YouTubers do are a lot better. Love and hate, even the people that talk about Rolex on a regular, I even find some enjoyment like talking crazy about it. Like, man, that's all you'll ever do is talk about Rolex, Rolex, Rolex. But it is a great discussion to have going back and forth, and I respect the work that people are putting in out here. But I would say YouTubers are great marketers when it comes to these brands and introducing us to stuff. What I got in here? Case in point, we talking about marketing. Man, for next watch event, $2. Thank you, Oscar, man. I appreciate that, man. Them super chats, man, go so far. I do. I greatly appreciate everybody that participates. I'm just keeping track of time so I don't go over because I don't want to miss watches with Dennis. I have another case here, 3 slot, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. There's a watch brand that has so much history when it comes to accuracy, when it comes to historical value with the railway system. And that's ball watches, right? This is just one aspect. And for the life of me, just blows my mind that it's almost like they don't have their own identity, or they have a, like how Submariner is like a mainstay with Rolex. This does not have, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, as far as a brand, man, they don't have like a Nike or a Jordan representing. It's just like ball. It's just the name. And once you get one tritium tube, it's like, do you get another? Do you get a collection of these? Is it a one and done? And there are some other ball pieces that I would love to get, but then I'll fall into this for the price. I'm like, I'll go get a Christopher Ward. Because I think Christopher Ward is banging. They don't have a flagship model. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah. So I am pretty sick of hearing the same brands, but they are the most desirable, which they are. But so here for the next few minutes, let's just say this. I understand that people they're gonna gravitate and love what they love, right? And if you're here for horology, if you're here for watches, man, like you want to hear the latest and greatest. But there is like this sick love affair that people have with certain brands, and they talk about that a lot. And there are a lot of other brands that just go unnoticed. And then it's like, I'm learning about so many different brands every day. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was a thing. And you got some micro brands that's been out since 2005 that I've never heard of. Like, where the heck was I at? But they're not marketed or advertised. They're not talked about because a few things. It's not in the algorithm. It's not going to get views. And I get that. This was alluded to on when me and Skylar talked, before me and Skylar talked, and Tyree, there are just some videos that as a collector, or if you're a YouTuber, you may not get the views, but you at least get the news out there. You at least get that info out there. And if it's something that you believe in, you love, knock it out. But as far as like, yeah, I get it. Like, because we know that off top, Rolex and Tudor is going to be talked about, and Omega, those three. They're just going to be talked about regardless. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Rolex is for punters. Get the Patek, man. Yeah, there was a question on somebody's show the other day. If money was like not an issue, or if you were given the opportunity to pick out one watch, right, flat out, just like they say, hey, I'm gonna give it to you, or I'm gonna give you the money to purchase this watch, what would you get? And I think that's a real question. If you're okay, we're 54 minutes into it. We're less than 6 minutes from being done with this episode. But If money was no object, if you had the opportunity to get one watch in your collection that you don't own right now, what would it be? I think that's valid. Would it be a Watches and Wonders special, something that's coming up? Would it be a Tudor? Would it be a Rolex? I think that's some people can just jump on that quick. Y'all know I love Panerai, so you'll probably think, yeah, Trap gonna say Panerai. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I promise. The one watch, if I can get any watch right now that I have seen, held, put on, and just looked at, oh, it would be that Patek. I don't know the number of it, but I think it started in 2013, but it's the annual calendar in gray. Man, even over the Vacheron, because the Vacheron is dope. Don't get me wrong, I love that Vacheron, bro. I was looking through a jeweler's loop. That thing is amazing. But it was something about that subdued look, that comfortability, man. And then you turn it over and look at the buckle. A Patek buckle is crazy. It's crazy. So if I can have any one watch, it wouldn't be the Panerai, because the Panerai would be easier to get than that. Because the pre-owned one of that model that I'm talking about is still 40 grand. So, and yeah, I already know if it was given to me, I would have to take out a small loan to get it fixed if it if it broke. But I think that watch is, man, that watch is amazing. I dropped my perpetual calendar, Patek photo engine. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. Minute repeater, enamel dial, 500. For me, I would say Daytona Zenith. Event George, what's happening? Yeah. Tudor or Rolex Milgauss. I am going Tudor on that one. I'm definitely going Tudor. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Milgauss. I think that was a dope model. But yeah, that Tudor got my heart, man. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, of all the Tudor models I love for years, I still like it. The Heritage, that maroon dial, I think that is just, and that's a pretty thick watch. I like that watch. But what has my heart right now is that fixed lug FXD. I think that watch is so military. It's so utilitarian. It's just something about that watch, man. And I saw it in person, man. I put it on. I said, oh my gosh. You talking about watch junkie? What is happening? Oh, we just moments away from being done, y'all. Guys, gotta go. All right, Jay Jones, he's about to go buy a watch. That's all he doing. He about to go buy a watch. I know you. What are your expectations of Glasuit Original? Ooh, I think they're gonna be. I am looking forward to seeing what they drop, because man, they are the cast me out for real. And you talking about, not only is it a beautiful watch, man, but when you flip it over, if it has a exhibition case back, the presentation is just phenomenal. Gosh, man, you just bring a tear to your eye, man. I can't wait, man. Watches, let's come on with Watches and Wonders. Just a few minutes, we'll be out of here. Appreciate everybody that came in here. Next watch, I don't know what your next watch will be, but I am going for a Zelos. Is my next watch. Zelos for sure. It has elements that it's inspired by a Lamborghini. Very nice, like their first, what was it? Gosh, I forgot the name of the actual name of this, but it was like their first supercar. And this car was created in 1967, I believe. But that watch has some crazy elements on it. I'm going for the carbon fiber. You know, like the PRX just came out with the carbon fiber. It's $1,000. This watch is $450 pretty much. And the leather on it, stitched leather, and on the backside is reminiscent of how Breitling does their leather. So there's so many different elements to this watch for that price range. High beat, It has what 40 hours, 41 hours power reserve, and it has a power reserve indicator that's shaped like or reminiscent of a fuel tank. Gosh, stupid. Love it. I'm getting it. That'll be the next one. Mariah, thank you, Luciano. Yes, yes. That Tudor black ceramic with the bright blue dial is so nice. Yes, I like that too. I don't know, man. Crap. I haven't brought myself a watch in 15 years. Looking for some classy, feminine pieces. Any suggestion? I can only dress up my Apple. Oh, that's a cuss word. That's a cuss word. No Apple. Depending on what you're trying to spend, because I have to say they got a sexy new PRX with a red dial in that. I think it's the 35 millimeter version. That watch, if you like red, beautiful, has a great presence. I saw, crazy. If you like sort of that tank design, I would say Longines would be perfect for somebody like you, because you elegant, you know what I'm saying, you fun and stuff like that. But I would say, man, like I would go with that. I don't know how much you're trying to spend. You know what I'm saying? I can shoot you a couple of more recommendations over on Instagram, and if you decide, let's see, we'll see if you like any of those options. Some of the places I'm gonna recommend, they do offer a discount if you say I sent you over. So Dolce Vita, yup. There you go. Dr. Bob's got it right there. Hit it on the head. Oh, it's that time. I gotta go over there and watch my guy. Fears. Just dropped the classy tank style. Yes, I saw that too. Oh yeah. Now we talking. Hey, gotta go. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Watches and Wonders is up next. My next purchase, like I said, Zellos, getting that. Then I'll show you what. Oh, I just got 2 watches. I'll show you guys Sunday what they are. This is fun. Thank you for watching. And until the next lightning strike. I'm gonna mess up on my own saying. Y'all be blessed.